Okay, women of the war, the Hanford Girl. Now, if you were to come to work at Hanford during World War II and you were a young woman, chances are you'd be a young woman coming to work during World War II because the older women would be married and staying home and taking care of their family. But if you were a young woman coming to work at Hanford, you would be a Hanford Girl. Now, you've all heard of Rosie the Riveter and that she is an iconic symbol of a patriotic working woman. Well, the Hanford Business Girl also served on the home front. I'm going to be going through the manual to let you know what it's expected of you as a Hanford Business Girl. So, if you wanted to have a career at Hanford, every occupation was given its expectations. Now, not every occupation was provided with a manual. However, the manual does provide us with some insights as to how women were expected to act. So we'll start with the very beginning. In the beginning, you are told these are the rules by which the Hanford Business Girl works. They have been compiled for you are the Hanford Business Girl living up to her high standards. And if these rules do not answer all of your questions, ask your supervisor. I want to make sure that you know while we go through these business rules that we are not making fun of the Hanford girls in any particular way, shape, or form. As historian Michelle Gerber puts it, these historical facts are not mentioned in order to criticize the past, for it is never wise to apply the standards of one era to another. The Hanford Engineer Works was a 1940s organization, and it functioned by the standards of the 1940s. Now, the Hanford Business Girl dresses in good taste. As a Hanford Business Girl, there are a few things that you need to know, and one of them is that slacks are not office apparel. Additionally, you need to know that stockings are preferable to anklets, and they're also preferable to using leg makeup, but stockings are not readily available right now. So if you do wear anklets, be sure that your legs are smooth and unblemished. Also, keep yourself scrupulously clean. Showers are abundant and you will want to use them daily. A good deodorant is also a daily must. Now, at the end of the 1930s, the best women's stockings were made out of silk. And silk became scarce, though, as we move into the 1940s, and there was an embargo against Japan in 1941. As we move towards 1942 and America entering the war, silk became even more difficult to obtain, but DuPont had developed nylon stockings. Unfortunately, nylon also became one of the materials that was difficult to get during World War II because nylon became an item that the military needed to use. They used nylons to make parachutes, and each parachute used the equivalent of 36 pairs of nylons. Women had to get creative. One of the things they did was to use leg makeup and paint on the illusion of wearing stockings. They would even draw a seam along the back of their leg to stimulate the line that was in the back of the knit stockings. The business manual will tell you that your patriotism, of course, will make you want to take good care of the furniture and equipment. So when you look at the items in your office, make sure that you take good care of each and every one of them. For example, you will also be told, protect your typewriter. Keep it covered and dusted and oiled. Now you will also be told, try to keep it from getting to a place where it needs a repairman because the repairman is probably over in Europe or in the South Pacific. As a Hanford girl, please remember that being friendly is part of your job as well. Being friendly had a couple of different perks that could have been associated with it. If you were friendly, it's possible that you could win the Girl of the Week contest. The Girl of the Week contest was a strategy for raising the morale among the women of Hanford. If you were to win this contest, one of the perks would be that you might be able to get a ride to work in a staff car rather than having to take the bus. Now, you must mind your manners. If you're a Hanford girl, you must mind your manners. One of the pages in the Hanford Girl Manual tells you that you must keep your little irritations under control, because then you will be respected for it. And there is nothing attractive about complaining or criticizing. Remember, these are the rules by which the Hanford Business Girl works. They have been compiled for you because now you are a Hanford Business Girl living up to her high standards. If these rules do not answer all of your questions, ask your supervisor. He will help you.